Howdy. Welcome to another fun-filled and exciting episode of Cooking with Paulie. Today we're going to be baking. We're going to make some apple cinnamon muffins. Okay, first of all, I'm going to kind of go over all of the stuff here that I'm going to use. Let me say up front that this is not for ultralight backpacking. Most of the backpacking that I do is in a group with a scout troop, so we can split up the weight of this, so the weight is not too bad. One can carry, you know, the fuel bottle, another the stove, another the pots and pans and things like that. So if you're just hiking by yourself, or maybe two people, this is not something you want to use. It's just too heavy. But if you can share the load and split up the weight, carrying the weight, then this isn't too bad, especially if you're just going out for 2 or 3 nights or just an overnighter. And this is a pretty nice treat, especially for young kids. You want to introduce them to backpacking food and, you know, show them that it's not all beef jerky and nasty commercially available dehydrated foods. So got the stove. I know this is heavy, but I love this thing. It's man, it's a jet engine. It'll boil water in no time, and it really puts out a lot of heat, and you can adjust the flame down to just to really a fine adjustment. This is going to be our baking pan. This is our oven. This is a spacer we put in the bottom of the oven to get the pan up off of the bottom so it doesn't burn. And this is an old tuna can. I tried to make this into a stove, poking the holes there, and it really works good as a spacer. So what we'll do is we'll light the oven, we'll put the spacer in there, we'll mix up the apple cinnamon muffins. It calls for just add milk, so I put some dried milk in there, and we'll put the apple cinnamon mix in here. We'll mix it up with a half cup of water, pour it into the baking pan, start the stove. That can be quite a show getting this thing going, but this should only have to bake about 30 minutes. I think I did it a few days ago and it cooked in like 20 minutes, cooked perfectly. Hopefully it'll do that. Hopefully it'll do that this time. So let's get the stove started. Showtime. Okay, I've turned the light off so you can see that the stove is going there. I'm going to turn it way down, and then we'll start preheating the oven. Okay, while that preheats, we're going to mix up apple cinnamon muffins. Tear here, yeah, right. If you're wondering where Igor is, I don't think he's going to make it into this video today. He's doing his schoolwork. We might introduce you to the Hamburglar today, though. That's my other son, Matthew. Okay. Mix that up. Some of the air out. This is a Wilton cake pan. It's kind of expensive, but it's a really high quality pan. I never grease it, and I've never had anything stick. Usually I just take a pocket knife and cut around the edges, flip it out, and it falls right out. hopefully it'll work that way for you too if you get one of those. Okay, here's our oven. It's hot. And I just use my multi-tool here to set it down inside. Try to get an even space all the way around. Don't put the lid on tight. You want a little bit of air to be able to come out. Alright, we're going to give that, we'll check it in 20 minutes and see how it's doing. It's been about 30 minutes. I actually let it go a little longer than it should have. Really hot. Looks done. It might be a little too done on the bottom from the looks of it. Let's take this out. Almost dropped it. Hot. See that? See, it's brown around the edges. Hopefully it'll come out easy enough after I bragged about it coming out. Hot holder. Not too bad. I'll take it inside and see if Igor and the Hamburglar want to eat it. Alright. Okay, of course y'all know Igor here, and introducing on his video debut is the Hamburglar. The Hamburglar, what do you say?
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
Okay. Alright, so we've got this nice apple cinnamon cake here, and we're gonna
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
Igor and Hamburglar, I don't know.